Hey there, my friends. I told you guys come. I told you guys I'd come back for a video. Now I'm going to do probably several of these my playoff prediction videos, especially throughout the season. But this is an early July 29th, early picks or predictions I have for the 12 teams that I think will make the college football playoffs this year in FBS. As usual, got my coffee here. Got my Good Look Mojo West Virginia Mini helmet here. And I'm ready to rock and or roll. Okay, let's get this started. I wrote this down. I had originally 30 teams on this list, but I had to trim it down to 12 teams. Like I said, hopefully eventually they'll get to 16 teams like the FCS has. But that's all. They need a big cap on it, and then everybody else goes to bowl games. Okay, I'm going to start off. There's two teams in the ACC I think will make the playoffs this year. Florida State is one of them, mostly because their schedule sucks. And North Carolina State, because their schedule is pretty manageable for the Wolfpack. So that's two teams I have. Now, NC State might be a long shot. I let Clemson and Virginia Tech or Miami could also get in that, into the playoffs out of the ACC. So, just letting you guys know. And then move over to the Big 12, and I have 6 teams that could make the playoffs this year. I'm going with my West Virginia Mountaineers. Who else am I going to fucking pick? So I'm going with West Virginia, but Utah came close. Oklahoma State came close. I'm not sold on Kansas or Kansas State or Arizona. But Oklahoma State and Utah will give us a run for the money this year in the Big 12. Go Mountaineers. If you don't like it, start your own channel. Okay. So that leaves what? 1, 2, that's 3 teams in the playoffs. And then we'll go over to the Big Ten. I have 3 teams making it out of the Big Ten. Ohio State. Are you happy now, Buckeye fans? They're probably Buckeye fans. I had them going like 10-2, and they bitched and moaned over that. It's like, you realize 2 or 3 losses, you can still get in the playoffs and still win it all, right? You got to think. Anyway, Oregon is my pick to win the whole thing this year. So Oregon and then Penn State, even though Penn State will lose to West Virginia. So that's the 3 teams out of the Big Ten that I think will make the playoffs. So we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 6 teams right there in the playoffs. Then I have Notre Dame making it. They're an independent, which pisses me off. They should be in the Big Ten. Someday they will be. I think Notre Dame would definitely make it. Their schedule looks pretty good. They got a couple tough games, but they're good enough. I like Marcus Freeman as their head coach. And it's Notre Dame. So, I mean, they're always good. Now, here's a team will definitely get in. I'd even bet my money on it. I don't have much money. But it's Boise State. Because you have to take a group of 5 team. And now I know the favorite is Liberty. I realize that. But also Tulane, Memphis, UTSA is also pretty solid. And so is Appalachian State, Coastal Carolina, and James Madison. But I think Boise State will get the group of 5 this year spot in the playoffs. So, go Boise State. Love the Broncos. Love that field. And Boise State can believe me, when Boise State plays Oregon, that's going to be a hell of a game this year. Boise State can play with anybody. Anyway, so now we'll go with in the SEC. I have 4 teams making it out of the SEC. It probably should be 5, but I'm going to cut it to 4. I have Alabama getting there. I don't think they're going to go 8-4. I think we'll revise that and maybe bump them up to 10-2. But they'll get in because it's Alabama. Georgia, I have them going 11-1 the regular season. They'll definitely get in. Missouri, I have them undefeated. I think Missouri is the best team in the SEC this year. They're good. Their schedule is, except for the trip to Alabama, their schedule is soft as butter, man. And that's a good thing because I like Missouri. And I also think Missouri's going to lose. Even if their schedule is tough this year, Missouri could hold their own, believe me. Anyway, and Texas. I don't like Texas. I despise Texas. If you're a Longhorn fan, I don't get it. But anyway, I have Texas in the playoffs because I do have respect for them. They will make the playoffs. But, and that's my 12-team playoff right there. However, I want to put Ole Miss in it because I think Ole Miss is as good as any team in the country. But I had to pick between Ole Miss and Missouri, and I'm going with Missouri. But if Ole Miss gets in the playoffs this year, I would not be surprised because I think Ole Miss is a top 5, top 6 team in the country, and I'm rooting for Ole Miss. So Again, Florida State, North Carolina State, dark horse, I realize that. West by God, Virginia. If you don't like it, fuck off. I don't care. Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Notre Dame, Boise State, the Group of 5 team will make it. Alabama, Georgia, Missouri, go Tigers, and the Texas Longhorns. That is my pick to make. Now, this is going to change throughout the season. Hell, I might do this every couple of weeks, just change my playoffs up. It ain't going to change much, though, because I think most of these teams here that I listed off will be in the playoffs. I mean, there's no question Florida State or a Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, or maybe even Missouri and Texas, they're going to be in the playoffs. So, maybe not West Virginia, maybe not North Carolina State, maybe not Boise State, but I'm just saying, this is my pick right now, you know. Anyway, if you don't like it, you can comment, but I think it's a pretty good group to start out with. Like I said, in a couple of weeks, I'll probably wind up changing. I don't have this in order or nothing like that, but hey, we shall see, right? I mean, there's probably a video where I'll put Ole Miss in the playoffs, or a Virginia Tech or a Clemson maybe in the playoffs, or a Liberty in the playoffs. So we'll see. Like I said, you know, maybe Michigan I'll put in there. Who knows? Utah maybe. But anyway, maybe I'll put 2 Big 12 teams in there. Maybe West Virginia, Utah, or West Virginia, Oklahoma State. We'll see. Anyway, West Virginia, Kansas State. We shall see. Anyway, video, you know by now, the video is dedicated to Jamie. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. I'll come back tomorrow with a couple of videos. Hey, peace out, my friends. See you guys tomorrow.